Hello everyone, this is Sith Bricks, and today we're going to be counting down the top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets that need to be remade. Now, from some iconic scenes and vehicles to some that are just a little more obscure but amazing, and sets that we've got in the past that need to be remade, we're just going to be looking at 10 of the sets that I personally think we need to see some remakes or remasters or improvements of. Now, like I said, this is just 10, and there are a ton of sets. I was going to do honorable mentions, but honestly, I feel like the better thing to do is just do another one of these in the future. So if you guys do want to see like another 10 sets that need to be remade, be sure to let me know, and I will be sure to do a follow-up to this. But without further ado, and I guess another heads up, this is going to be remakes of sets we've got in the past, but it might be some that would be better off in another version, like a diorama or something. So I'll just talk about that when it comes to it, and I'll just give a little bit of insight into figures or some upgrades I'd want to see when it comes to the build. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Coming in at number 10, we have Palpatine's Arrest. Now, this is a amazing and iconic playset. We got all the way back in 2012 based off Revenge of the Sith. And this set had it all. We had Palpatine's office with the window where he fights Mace Windu. We had the little, the area where he jumps in, kills Saucy Tin and Agent Kolar and Kit Fisto. We had the landing pad with the little speeder for Anakin. It had the entryway where the Jedi all come in. Like, this set was packed to the brim and had everything. It was $90, which is a lot, especially back in 2012. Like, this was a 650-piece set for $90. That's insane, but I'd hate to see the price on it if it came out now, but if they could do it, fine-tune some of like the build aspects, like the way the office looks, or even possibly make this into a diorama set, I think they could really knock it out of the park. The minifigure selection would not need to change at all. Just give us updated versions like the Palpatine from the gunship with maybe a new head print, and then just update Mace Windu, Saesee Tiin, Agent Kolar. Give them some dual molded legs for the boots and stuff. We need some dual molded Jedi boots. And then Kit Fisto. If they could knock him out of the park like they did this last Plo Koon, then this set would be amazing. So, yeah, I think they could easily do this. Probably from around the same price range. They'd price downsize it a bit, but, I mean, it was a pretty insane price hike back then. So, yeah, Palpatine's Arrest is number 10. Next up at number 9, we have the Ultimate Space Battle, or alternatively, Jedi Interceptor versus Vulture Droid. I don't know which version of this they would give us. I would love an Ultimate Space Battle with Anakin and Obi-Wan's Interceptors, like Vulture Droids or whatever the case may be. Give us some combination of that multi-pack. It would be amazing, but the only problem is with how expensive Jedi Interceptors have been. Like, the last one was what, $45 for Ahsoka's? Like, this would be like an almost $130 set possibly. So if they bring the prices down a bit, then I could maybe see us potentially getting this for a decent price, but I don't know. I'm just worried about with how the prices are that this would be almost unacceptable to get. And that's why I put alternatively, we could get like one of the Starfighters and a Vulture Droid or two Vulture Droids or something. It would kind of offset it a little bit. It'd still be probably $80 or something. But it would be cool just to get something like that, like the multi-packs we've got in the past with the Fang Fighter and the TIE Interceptor, the Shin Hati and U-Wing Fighter set. Something like that would be really cool to get a prequel version of. But yeah, figure-wise, we get Obi-Wan, Anakin, some combination based on whose ships we get. And they'd probably throw in R2, R4, maybe some type of buzz droid or something. So yeah, it could be really cool, but I feel the price would be insane on this thing. Coming in at number 8, we have the Duel on Mustafar, or the Ultimate Lightsaber Duel, whatever you want to call it. Just give us this final battle from Revenge of the Sith to the max. Like, the old one had great foundation with, the little pillars and all the little platforms they fight on. Give us that. Give us some of the inside building where they start the fight in. Give us the droids that they hop on at the lava flow. Like, all that stuff would be so sick, dude. And, like, figure-wise, they probably would only give us Obi-Wan and Anakin, but if they give us, like, some Mustafarians or something, or... Honestly, no. We'd need, like, Newt Gunray. Give us Pregnant Padme, because we've never gotten that before. I know it sounds like a weird request, but please, we've just never gotten her in that outfit. Like, They could throw an R2 and 3PO if they wanted, but at the bare minimum, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Padme, Newt Gunray, Wat Tambor. Oh my gosh, dude. Light up lightsabers would be cool, but they're never going to give us that. Please, I'm sorry to say, Jedi Stone over at TOT Star Wars, I apologize, but we are never getting light up lightsabers. As much as I would love to see them someday, we're not about to get them in a set like this. But yeah, the Duel on Mustafar would be an amazing set, and it probably would be super expensive, unfortunately. But hey, that's the price of when you get the freaking best lightsaber duel in all of Star Wars. Coming in at number 7, we have the Republic Attack Shuttle. Now, this is an OG classic Clone Wars vehicle. We got this back in 2008, 2009, back when the Clone Wars first started, and we have not gotten a remake since then. And that thing was actually kind of small. I think it was only like $70. So that's insane. I feel like they could easily make this, don't kill me, but make it bigger, like $120, $140 set. Because I feel like this needs to be big. I feel like $70 even back then was insanely small. But give us that, give us an upscaled version. Figure wise, in my mind, I'm thinking a Battle of Ryloth themed one with Mace Windu from that fighter tank. Give us Phase 1 Commander Pons. We've never gotten him before. Give us some ARF troopers, maybe a Cham Syndulla. I already said Wat Tambor for the lightsaber duel, but hey, give us him in this set too. Some commander droids. This thing would be insane. And if we're getting ARF troopers, throw in some ATRTs Lego. I have in my mind this vivid picture of a Clone Wars Republic Attack Shuttle based on Ryloth. Oh my goodness, I would freak out and probably die of a heart attack if we actually got this revealed. But it was probably just a pipe dream, but still, any type of version of this set, I would die for. At number 6, I've got a new General Grievous chase set. Now, we got 2 versions of this, kind of. Back in 2005, we got the one with the molded Boga figure and the Grievous wheel bike. Came with Obi-Wan and General Grievous. Then we got in 2014, I believe, the one of just the Grievous wheel bike with Grievous and Obi-Wan. They need to remake that OG 2005 one. Give us Grievous, the wheel bike, Obi-Wan, and Boga. I kind of want a brick-built Boga because they've been doing these brick-built creatures lately. And I think that would be super sick. He would look tremendous. Just give us a new mold for the head. They could do everything else brick-built and it would look amazing, I feel. Throw in maybe Cody, an airborne trooper, maybe a new Magna Guard. They could do some awesome stuff with this set. And we've been missing out on this for so long. Please, Lego, just give us I can't even talk. Give us the Grievous chase with Boga. Oh my goodness, dude, it would be so amazing. Coming in at number 5, this is another one that's kind of a cheat because it's kind of 2 sets because there's no way they'd give us both of these in one. But a new version of Jabba's Palace and the Rancor Pit is much needed. I know this is kind of more recent than some of the other stuff on this list. We got Jabba's Palace back in 2012 and the Rancor Pit in 2013. But for such an iconic location, I mean, that's still 13 years ago. And we had another one back in 99 or 2000 or something like that. So we've only gotten it twice. And I think it's due for a massive scale remake. Probably more of a UCS version. But give us Jabba's Palace with the Rancor Pit. You can drop in. Give us a new Rancor. A new Jabba. I guess we got Jabba in the sail barge. But still. Something like this would need to be done. Because it's been quite a bit since we got a Jabba's Palace. The minifigure selection would be amazing. Especially with some of the characters that they've been doing lately, like the printing. Well, I don't know. Some of the characters might be a bit of a downgrade. But a new Bausch would be pretty sick. Some new just background Jabba's Palace guards. Some new Gamorrean guards and stuff. Lego could really do an amazing job. If they tried. They could knock anything out of the park. But it just remains to be seen if they actually do it. But yeah, Jabba's Palace / the Rancor Pit. Both of those are necessities. So, like I said, kind of cheated here, but we just need both of them, and they need to come together. There's no 2 ways about it. Now, coming in at number 4, we got one that a lot of people have been asking for ages, and it's been way overdue. Almost, 23 years at this point? And that is a new Bounty Hunter Pursuit. We need a new Zam Wesell. The fact alone that we haven't gotten a new Zam Wesell in any way, shape, or form is crazy. But we need her. We need her speeder. We need Anakin's speeder. Give us some new Anakin and Obi-Wan figures from Attack of the Clones. Like, Anakin especially. Like, we haven't gotten him since, I think, we got him in the Anakin's Custom Fighter. But strictly Episode 2 Anakin. The last one was what? The old gunship? Like, we're due for some new Attack of the Clones stuff. That probably the most neglected Star Wars movie, if we're being honest, in terms of Lego. So give us both of them, the two speeders, the Zam Wessel figure. They could throw in like Jango Fett if they wanted to, but I honestly would be fine with just those three figures. Or Dexter Jetster, if you're listening, Lego, please. Like, we need him. If you're not going to give us Dex's Diner, give us the Bounty Hunter Pursuit with Dex as a side figure. Nobody's complaining. I promise you. The only problem, though, this would probably be like another $80 to $100 set, but hey, if they knock it out of the park and do a great job with the figures, I think we'd all be kind of fine with that. We don't want to admit it, but we would be. Now, at number 3, we have one of my personal favorite OG sets, and one of the actually only sets on this list that I do have the old one of. I just would kill for a remake of this. Not kill, not legitimately YouTube, but I would love to have a remake of this set. And that is the Republic Frigate. This is such a classic Clone Wars set. The figure selection was insane. Our first Quinlan Voss, first Eth Koth, first Commander Wolf and Wolfpack Trooper. It was stacked back then, but that was 2011, I think, so 14 years ago. Kind of insane. The figure selection, I don't know if I'd want the exact same one. Like, they could easily, if they did Plo Koon and some updated Wolfpack Troopers, Phase 1 or Phase 2, I'd be fine with that. But at the same time, in my mind, kind of like the Republic Attack Shuttle, I have a vivid image of one based off the first episode of the Clone Wars, Ambush, with Yoda and like Phase 1 Commander Thayer and Clone Troopers Reese and Jack. We would have our first ever clone minigun in Lego. That would be sick. Maybe like a clone navigation officer and some battle droids or something. That would be an amazing set. But at the same time, if they did something with the Wolfpack, I wouldn't complain because I'm waiting for the Wolfpack just as much as anybody else is. So either way, Lego has so many options with Clone Troopers. Like, you can't go wrong unless you give us 332nd again. Like, come on, Lego. But yeah, Republic Frigate, insane set, and one that definitely needs a remake. Here we are now, number 2 on the list, and this one might be a little divisive because it's a lot of people's pick for the best Star Wars set. I don't think it would be, just because I think there are better options out there, but I do think this is a great set and one that we need a new version of, and that is a Republic dropship with the AT-OT. It's such just a novel idea, you know, having a dropship that can pick up the walker and carry it. And if they wanted to switch it up and do like a dropship with an ATTE, I mean, we had an ATTE recently, but if they just did anything, the whole dropship idea of picking up a ship and carrying it is super cool. I just went with AT-OT because that is the OG one. But the thing they do need to improve, though, is the minifigure selection, because the last one was, just 8 regular clones and a insanely priced set. Give us, like, I don't know, some variation of, like, just a crazy clone minifig selection. The only problem, again, the prices, this thing would be insane, like $500 probably. Because the old one was, like over 300, I think, or close to 300. And nowadays, like, and that was 2009 or 10. Like, this thing would be insane now. But I feel like they could knock it out of the park, especially if they did some cool, unique clone minifigs. But at the same time, I'd be a little iffy on this one. But it would just be such an insane set to finally get remade after all these years. And now, at number 1, my pick for the set that we need to have remade the most, we've got the Republic Venator. We got this back in 2009, I'm thinking. We've only had one play-scale Venator, which is insane. We did have the UCS one a couple years back, but we were overdue for a play-scale one. I've seen some mods people did to the last Star Destroyer. Just give us that with the maroon stripe. It would be so perfect, dude. The minifig selection, again, like I've reiterated the last couple times, they could do like any combination of characters from the Clone Wars. Give us some new Jedi, some new clones, anything really. Go back, remake some Senate Commandos. They have just so many options of minifigs. And this set is just one that's dying to be remade. It would sell insanely well if they did it well. So, yeah, Republic Venator, my pick for the set that needs to be remade the most, because it's been so long since we had one. give us one with a sick interior. Oh my goodness, dude. I would, and I know it'd be a little higher. It'd probably be $160, but people would still flock to the stores to buy this one because people have been waiting for this set for a long time, and I'm one of them. I would buy the set day one if they did it right. Let me not make any promises that I can't keep, but if they did this right, I would 100% buy it to support the fans because we've been wanting this set. We've been clamoring for it for so long. So yeah, Republic Venator is my pick for number 1. So yeah, that does it for the top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets that need to be remade the most. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of other options. I could probably do another 2 parts because I have about 30 sets. I went through, looked at every single LEGO Star Wars set ever, and went through and picked the ones I wanted to be remade. So there's about 20 more that I could do. So I could do another 2 of these videos if you guys want to see it. But yeah, let me know. I do have some plans for some other LEGO related videos that I want to do. So be sure to, if you have any ideas, drop them in the comments and I'll consider making a video about it because there's so many things I want to talk about with Star Wars, with LEGO in general. Like it could be DC, Lord of the Rings, just themes in general. I just love LEGO, and I'm getting back into it full swing after, kind of being on and off. There are times I go on like a spurt where I just am obsessed with LEGO, and I'm back on that now, and I just want to talk about so many things that LEGO is doing right and they could be improving upon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. As always, leave a like, leave a comment. It helps me out a ton. And yeah, sound off in the comments on sets you want to see be remade. If there's some on this list you agree with, some that you disagree with, or some that you think I just missed entirely, then yeah, feel free to drop them down below. Love to hear from you guys. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.